Welcome to CleantechTV. My name is Giles Parkinson. Today we've been joined by Leon Young, the director of Change2. Leon, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
Tell us about Change2. What do you do?
Our mission is to inspire and engage sustainable thinking and practices at work, at home, and everywhere in between. And the way that we do that is that we use digital tools. So we use education, we use social media and normative messaging, and various online techniques to actually engage people and change their day-to-day behaviour so that they start to behave in a more environmentally responsible way, or particularly a more energy efficient way.
Okay, so then is what you're providing an educational tool, or are you actually just giving them more consulting advice on how to become more efficient and more sustainable?
What we're providing really is online tools to engage large numbers of people, communities, and to change the behaviour of those communities. So we do that essentially through providing education, but also messaging and things of that nature as well.
Who would your clients be then, or what sort of clients do you have, and what are they trying to achieve?
We started out very much as a company focused on corporate engagement and behaviour change. So we were rolling our platform out into large corporates, and we've worked with people as diverse as Bayer, CSC, Suncor, Melbourne Water, Utilises Power Company, and helping them to change the way that their staff behave and to engage their staff in usually within the company's sustainability program. That's starting to change a bit now, and we're seeing a lot of focus on energy efficiency. So we're working with the New South Wales Department of Environment, Climate Change and Water to actually educate industry sectors. So we're working with the industry bodies in IT and air conditioning, the Australian Industry Group, various other people to educate their basis. But we really think the long-term opportunity is in helping utilities and helping power companies drive energy efficiency amongst their customer base.
Well, that's interesting what you say there about helping the utilities, because I guess that's going to be the big demand in the future about minimising costs. There's all sorts of different things which are adding to costs of electricity. So presumably now there's just a whole new scope of engagement on here's a cost that needs to be managed, we need to do something about it.
Absolutely, and cost is the big driver, honestly, as much as we're committed to the environmental aims of our organisation. Certainly within the utilities sector, it's all about cost, and where a lot of our focus currently is on the US market, and particularly on California. In California, they have something called decoupling, which means they've basically decoupled the retailing of energy from the generation of energy. And they put legislation in place that effectively rewards retailers for driving down consumption in their customer base. Very unusual situation to have someone who's selling a commodity who actually makes money by reducing the amount of that commodity that their customer buys. And so we're seeing business models evolve in that space where we can help those utilities actually create more energy efficiency behaviour, both with their business customers and with their domestic customers.
Well, it's interesting what you say about decoupling and a changing business model there. Presumably that provides more opportunity for you, I guess, for your business. Do you see any such change in business models happening in Australia anytime soon?
The evidence would suggest not. There's a lot of talk about energy efficiency amongst power companies, but we're yet to see a lot of interest in this type of thing. There's certainly a focus on energy efficiency both at the state and federal government level. The difficulties with creating a pricing mechanism for carbon have certainly focused the government on driving energy efficiency, which is where we've been working in industry sectors, but that opportunity to work with utilities isn't something we've seen emerge in the local market yet.
So then I guess that means that's why the US is probably the focus of your aims at the moment.
It is very much. I mean, we have customers here and we make money here and we pay bills with that. But our growth focus is very much on where we can get scale, where we can engage with a lot of people and change a lot of behaviours, both to drive that positive outcome and obviously to have a business that offers some sort of scale as well.
Excellent. Well, look, thank you very much for your time, and thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.